morning manifestation, scripting, visualizing. But why isn't your morning routine sticking? It's because you're missing the one thing that actually makes manifestation work. I'm going to show the exact 10-minute manifesting routine that's helped over 2,500 clients I've worked with transform, create inner peace, and outer results transformation. This simple shift isn't about what you do in the morning, and it's something most people miss and get wrong. It's what flips the entire manifestation field into your favor even before you check your phone. And I don't mean forcing surface level positivity. Let's first talk about why mornings are so important in the first place. Mornings are a portal. Essentially what happens is when you fall asleep at night, your dominant vibration is neutralized. You wake up in the morning and you refresh your state almost always from your dominant momentum. Your thoughts, your feelings that you're familiar with, that's usual and carrying momentum is what you're going to wake up with first thing in the morning. But it doesn't have to be that way. And before you start your day with the usual habits, the usual identity, the usual ways of doing things, you can change the momentum, which will change the way you live today, which will change your tomorrow, this week, next month, next year. Because everything you do right now, you're either spending thoughts or you're investing thoughts. And when you're in the morning, your subconscious is very suggestible to the things you're desiring or not desiring. So it's a crucial time period where you can allow yourself to be reprogrammed, transform, and allow your day to move forward in a very different wavelength than it usually does on a moment-to-moment basis. The most important thing for every single morning is we need to start practicing new thoughts, new feelings, and calibrating our system, our body, our mind, our spirit to something that you're not familiar with, a new way of being, a new self-image, a new self-concept. I'm going to talk about that in the morning routine because you see, it's not about the techniques you do, it's the energy you do them with that's going to be the key for you. Now, momentum is the thing that's going to help you create an automatic life of manifesting and attracting. Now, what might be happening is there's a little hill here, we're going to call it, and this big ball of undesirable things are happening in your life. Maybe the amount of money, maybe the things going on in your life, you're just like, I don't really want this. And this momentum is growing and growing and growing and growing downhill, going, and you're trying to stop it here, right? That big ball of heaviness, you're trying to stop, you're trying to move, you're trying to say, I don't want that in my life anymore. But it has so much momentum going downhill, it's really, really hard to stop it. So that's why first thing in the morning, we tend to think and feel the way we thought and felt yesterday, because it's habit, it's momentum, it's automatic. And it's really hard because what we're doing here is going downhill. It's really easy for that thing to keep rolling downhill. It's really hard for us to stop that thing from stopping it from going downhill. But the cool part of the morning routine I'm about to share with you is that it actually changes the hill. And it becomes less of a hill and more of a straight space. Much easier to stop your momentum. And then you can start growing it to a better space. You could say, instead of this ball of stuff I don't want in my life, and now it can be something you desire that's starting to create greater momentum, positive habits, things you want to change your behavior, things are growing in a better space. It's getting easier because you're changing the momentum. And ultimately, there's another hill here that you get to, and you're like, yes, this is really good. Because everything that I've been wanting, the blue is symbolizing all the money you want, the soulmate, the people in your life, etc. This is going to start creating momentum downhill, and you're like, good. I don't want to stop that. I actually want to push it more. I want to give it more energy. I want to give it more power. And this is going downhill, not downhill in a bad, negative way as going downhill. What I'm saying is the momentum is going to go faster and faster and faster. And it's going to become very automatic and very powerful. So that's why your mornings are so important and crucial, because essentially what's going on here is you're recalibrating your system to start having better momentum than you've been having this past month. The first step here is the most powerful. It is the energy clearance step. So first thing you wake up in the morning, before you even look at your phone, we need to do this step. It's called clearing the static. When you wake up, you actually take 10 breaths. I would actually sit up in bed, take 10 intentional breaths in and 10 intentional breaths out. And after you've done that, it might take you just a little bit of time. Usually these are 2 minutes each for each step we're going to go through, but you go at your own timeline. After you've done that, you're going to say this out loud. Everything in my world up until this point is here because of my past thinking. I am now, though, in this present moment, and I can influence and change my future. Essentially, what this is doing is an energetic reset. We're clearing our belief system. We realize that everything that is in our world, everything you look around, is a result of the way I was thinking in the past. My decisions in the past, my identity in the past, everything has been, up until now, from the past. And in this moment, in your morning, I can initiate a new path. I can initiate a new future because I am a creator and I have the power to change and invest in my future. Now, number 2 here is about gearing into commanding a new frequency to allow yourself to get into a new space. So go ahead and grab a journal, and what you're going to do is write down your dominant intentions for today. Today, I align with ease. Today, I allow flow into my life. Today, I surrender to anything that comes into my life. Today, I find the good in what's going on in my life. Today, I am going to exude joy and love. Today, I'm going to love myself that much more. Today, I'm going to allow myself to be in a better space. You start writing down these statements and just starting to align your intentional frequency with where you're wanting to go. All these statements should be in accordance to who you're becoming. So you want to say statements that are your next level. I'm wanting this, I'm being in this place, etc. And what you're going to do is start being intentionally moving forward on this. You've cleared your energy and now you're stepping into the frequency you're desiring most. Step 3 in the morning routine. So we've already done 2 minutes of step 1, energy clearance. We've already done another 2 minutes of really gearing into the frequency with intentions. The third set of 2 minutes here, you're going to allow yourself to anchor into the core feeling of your new identity. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, how would you feel if you were already stepping into the life you desire? You might feel powerful, you might feel confident, you might feel free, you might feel present, you might feel rich. Whatever those feelings are, I want you to go ahead and write them down. And every morning at this stage, you're going to go ahead and find that feeling inside your psyche right now. So how do you feel abundant when you're in lack? How do you feel confident when you are feeling low self-esteem, right? What we need to do here is start doing evidence gathering. So while you're sitting up in bed, you're going to look around your room, you're going to look around to wherever you're sleeping, wherever you woke up, and you're going to find evidence of that feeling right now. So if you're like, if I were already there, I'd feel very abundant. Find evidence of abundance in your room right now. The oxygen you breathe is abundant. If you look around, maybe the colors in your room are abundance. There's an abundance of light coming through the windows, or there's abundance of clouds, or there's abundance of rain, or abundance of snow in the winter season, right? Look around you and say, what else is there abundance besides financial? Because abundance doesn't mean financial. Financial is a part of abundance, but abundance means vastness. So I want you to look around and say, there's an abundance of fabric in the blanket. There's an abundance of padding in my pillow. You find the frequency of evidence in everything, feelings-wise, that you're wanting to become, and you practice these emotions and feelings for 2 minutes. Number 4 here is you're going to start planting the seeds for a future today. So essentially what this means is you're going to go ahead and pretend like you're at the end of the day, and you're going to go ahead and write down 5-10 statements of how the day went. I love how today went. Magical things happened in my life. I'm so grateful this, and this happened today. I love me more than ever before. I feel so much more confident after today. So you're literally going to pretend like you've already done your day. You've already went through the entire day. You're going to allow yourself to get to the end of the day and imagine from that place. Imagine how great it went. Now, what you're doing here, by the way, if you actually do all this and then you go on your day, you're not trying to control and say it has to happen that way. Because the more you do that, the more you're going to get frustrated and disappointed. We're not actually writing it down to make sure it goes that way. What we're doing is planting seeds so that one of these days upcoming is going to manifest all of that into your world. You're going to manifest the good happenings. You're going to manifest the synchronicities. You're going to manifest the divine timings, right? But it's up to us to start already getting into that mindset now. So again, you're going to write down all this stuff, but don't even think if it's going to happen today. What you're doing is just embodying, how would that be in my imagination? And really entertaining dropping the seed from the conscious mind down to the subconscious, which is going to change your programming. And the fifth one, which is really my favorite time in the morning routine, is you're going to do something that's rapid. You're going to do a rapid thought transference to yourself. Essentially, you're going to get one core mantra you would have if you were already that person. You can even say, like, I am rich. I have abundance. I have client enrollment. You find something simple and short, by the way, as a phrase. And as you do this, it's going to allow you to start doing rapid fire thinking in the mind. So you're going to close your eyes while you're sitting up in bed. This is the last 2 minutes. And you're just going to be with the phrases that you're saying, but only one. So you're going to say it out loud or within. It's better if it's just within as fast as possible. I am rich, 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 as fast as possible. Now, what you're trying to do here is convince your body, convince your subconscious programming that this is the way things are going to be from here on out. You can even be specific, like, I just brought in $1,000. 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 You're literally going to say this as fast as possible for 2 minutes. You might need to put a timer on. Having your eyes closed or open, either one's okay. Again, saying it within as fast as possible. And again, what you're doing here is building a consciousness level for what you're desiring. So if you want prosperity in your life, we need to build prosperity consciousness even more right now. And as you do this, this technique has worked so well for myself and my clients because you are literally getting into a space. Now, it's not an affirmation at this point. It's a consciousness, cosmic energy. Different. Because in affirmations out loud, sometimes you don't believe it, sometimes you're not with it, you're not feeling it. Saying this rapidly for even 5 days in a row, 5 mornings in a row, I promise you, you're going to start to just feel different. You're going to see the world differently. Things are going to change in your level of awareness. Now in my next video, we're going to branch into money and the 5 common mistakes people are doing when it comes to money and manifestation. So watch that video next. It's perfect with the morning routine to know what your money mindset is and what to adjust in this new hidden knowledge I'm about to share in this next video.